How do I become a dom? Good question. Imagine that you're in a relationship and your partner asks you, I would love to submit. Would you mind to see if that's something for you to dom? And there you are. What do you do? Now let's first be clear. What is a dom? A dominant is someone who takes care of his submissive. A dominant is someone who is responsible for the growth of their submissive. A dominant creates a safe space where the submissive can grow. Because the dominant will also challenge the submissive and push them a little bit out of their comfort zone to make sure that they actually do grow. And for that they need also the safe environment. So a dominant will put the needs of the submissive first. A dominant is interested in the desires, in the fantasies, in the dreams of the submissive. And the dom wants to help their submissive to actually achieve those. But the dominant is the leading one. That means you decide what happens, but you decide it within the boundaries that the submissive gives you. Dominance doesn't require skills like flogging or so. Flogging is something that you can learn in any workshop. I mean, flogging would be something that I would say you can also learn that on somebody, as long as you did some research. I'm not sure if everyone likes it. My fellow BDSM educators probably would disagree with me, but I think there's plenty of place that you can play, and the flogger is in that sense is not very dangerous. But there's a few things as a dominant that are characteristics of a good dom. A good dom is someone who is firm, who dares to stand for what he believes, who is interested in his submissive and who dares to dive into it and find out how he can help her grow. I'm talking now in he and her, but please understand that this is as much for female doms and male subs in any combination. It's not just that you need to respect your partner, you need to respect yourself also. You need to be convinced that you can do it. And if you're asking yourself if you should do it, first of all, dominance is not for everyone. You cannot force someone into dominance. For some people, it's just not there. And moreover, for some people, it might be there, but it's not in combination with this specific person. My last partner, when I told him that I was exploring BDSM and I was interested, he once tried to dominate me. And there was a few problems with it. And one of the problems was that we never talked about it, that he would do that to me. So he was doing something that was out of my limits, which is never a good thing. But also, he would never be someone that I could submit to. And I'm not sure if that has to do with trust, because we had a trust issue, but it also had to do something with, there are just some people that I wouldn't submit to. Because it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like our relationship is working that way. Take that into account. It doesn't say if you can dominate your girlfriend, it doesn't say that you can dominate other people as well. And if you cannot, it doesn't say that you will never ever be a good dom. So it's not just if you can do it and if you feel confident with it or comfortable. It's also something that depends on the person you're with. Do I think that you can train it? Yes, I think so. I think it's something that you can learn if you're willing to. All human beings have all qualities. And it's a matter of how evolved they are. And for some people, their dominance is more evolved than their submission. Do think that you can learn it, but you need to be willing to learn it. And it's totally okay if you're not willing to learn it. You don't have to be a dom if you don't want to. But if you want to, you can train for it and you can definitely be a dom. There's one important thing before you decide if you want to be a dom. Dominance takes a hell of a job. It's a lot of time that you have to invest. So when I'm playing with my puppy, my time and my space, my energy is all dedicated to him. I'm pretty tired after sometimes like a few days or so. But it's like I have to take that responsibility for a day or 3 days. And usually there is a time that we build it up. I need to get him into the right space. I need to create the assignments. I need to create the scenes. There's aftercare. there's aftercare. So it's not just the scene itself. Being a dominant, especially in a DS dynamic, it takes time. So will you be willing to put that time and effort in your relationship? I can assure you that if you are, it will give you so much in return. Don't let the idea that you can't do it stop you, because you can definitely do it, and there are plenty of ways that you can train yourself. I can train you if you want to. I mean, these videos are also meant to train you. So do a bit of research and just make sure that that you are aware that the submissive is not there for your pleasure. You are here for her growth, and that will give you pleasure. If her growth gives you pleasure, then you can be a dom, because you already are. I found a brilliant sentence about dominating. If submission was an actual present, it would be a very fragile crystal vase. A crystal vase that wants you to spank it. Just bear in mind that you are given a very precious gift. Are you ready to take the responsibility to take care of it? Because then it will be beautiful. It's so hard to explain why dominance is so beautiful. I love it because I can take my partner further. I can make them grow. I can challenge him. I help him sometimes to get to that layer of him that he himself is not able to get there. And he wants that. And that's, I mean, it makes me fill with love when I think about it. My nurturing side is coming out. Well, I mean, I'm beating the shit out of him. But it's care and it's love. I'm loving him like that. If I can help you with this growth, I would love to. And just book a session with me. A link is below in the video. Play with passion.